We are here at Maggies Sex Worker Organizing Project, and we are blessed to be speaking to one of the sex worker scholars, indigenous scholars, and beautiful trans-feminist scholars. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Monica Forrester. I'm a sex worker. I work at Maggies as the engagement coordinator, and I've been in the community for 23 years.
Beautiful. Can you please tell listeners and viewers your ideas as a fierce woman of color, or trans two-spirited woman? What does trans-feminism look like, taste like, and sound like?
Well, it tastes and sounds like me. I think trans-feminism is another form of feminism within the trans community. And I think we have women that are feminists, men that are feminists. We have indigenous feminism. We have all sorts of feminism, but trans-feminism is unique within their own community. And it's not just me as a feminist, but all of us as feminists, bringing our ideas, our choices, our logics, or who we are to the forefront to bring around awareness, equality, and respect, and to recognize and respect each other, but also not to conform to other people's ideas of who we are as trans women or trans men or trans people.
Beautiful. Can you specifically speak on the ways that, let me just say to be delicate, white liberal feminists might not honor the work of sex work, the voices and the space of trans two-spirited feminists? Can you speak something about that?
Well, I think, for two-spirited and trans people, they've been around since the test of time. And sex work has always been there within their lives through many hundreds of years. They don't understand the many areas of sex work and what the importance of sex work. For me, sex work empowers me sexually, physically, mentally, financially, as a person. When we look at people of color, the dynamics are very different for people of different creeds, cultures, and races. And I think sex work, like we all know, is a form of work. It should be validated as a form of work. It should be respected as a form of work, and it should be respected as a choice, because it's a choice that we've chosen, regardless of the systemic oppression, society oppressions, feminist oppressions, the many oppressions that bombard our lives. We as individuals have to embrace each other and break down some of those stereotypes around sex work, and to voice those stereotypes and make people not only realize but understand our lives, our struggles, our crisis, and the list goes on.
Right.
So as a trans feminist, I'm here joined with many feminist colleagues, and I respect each and everyone's ideology of who they are, what they stand for, and I'm here to voice who I am and what I stand for, and the respect that I give on to people is the respect I want to give on to myself.
Beautiful. Last question.
Okay.
Do you, as a poverty scholar as well as indigenous and sex worker scholar, how do you deal with, or is there criminalization of sex workers, of peoples of color, poor people in Toronto?
Oh, of course. Well, I think it's statistically known people of color are the highest percentage that are criminalized around the work they do, where they live, the money they make. We're the first to be accused and the last to be honorated for things we do within our communities. Our trans community is built up of many different sex workers, colors, creeds. We all fight for the same thing, which is equality. But we all know that being criminalized is very different for every one of us. As a woman of color, as a trans woman, as a sex worker, I'm consistently being targeted. I cannot go out with friends looking very, sexy, slutty, whatever you want to call it, without being, oh, you're a sex worker, you're working, you know, these are things, and you know, I'm very proud of being a sex worker, but when I'm not doing sex work, I would like to be respected like everyone else.
There you go.
But these are things we see globally, you know what I mean? And I think as feminists here, as we sit, as we speak, as we share, we have to empower each other to speak on issues.
Beautiful. Ashe.